Okay, so this next video is about how to use the generator. You don't have to use the generator. This is something that's elective. It's extra fee to use the generator. But if you like to use it, you just communicate that to me ahead of time, and this is how you would use it. So this is what are called parallel generators. So you can get like some trailer generators used to be these big things. Instead, they're two that are fairly lightweight. Okay, and I'll show you how you use one versus two. So the first thing is, when you store these when you're driving, these should not be carried in the trailer. So you need to make room for your vehicle, or both of them. Again, they're very lightweight, but the trailer is not meant to store them while you're driving. So that's an important thing to be aware of. It can be dangerous. They can tip over, gas can spill, just because there's not a good storage spot in trailers. Trailers aren't really good for storing those kind of, stowing those kind of things to be towed. So let's say it's time to use them. So you pull them out of your vehicle, and you're going to place them a fair amount away from your RV. They're pretty quiet. And then you're going to connect them to your trailer using this cord. This cord will be found in your exterior storage. I'm going to show you how to do that. So this yellow one connects to the trailer, okay? And you'll see this little port here with the lid. So when you put it in here, you need to put it in so this thing's facing down. You wouldn't do it like this. You put it facing down and you push it in, and then you just turn it a little bit, like 1/8 of a turn that way. And then you just take this plastic thing, and you can see here it kind of threads on. I won't lie, this is actually really tricky, and it's really easy to cross thread it. I just keep turning until I got it. You'll know you're on because it'll turn like, almost 3 full turns. If it's not turning, like if it gets stuck after like a half turn, it means you're cross threaded. Quit trying, back up, try again. But now it's securely on there. So you've connected that side to the trailer. This side connects directly to the generator in this port. This thing technically comes out, but I leave it in there, okay? And this is how you know which one to plug into. So then you connect it to your trailer as such, okay? So even if you don't want to use the generator, if you need to want to plug the trailer into a wall, like just into a regular outlet, you're still going to use this cord, and you're going to attach the yellow end to the trailer as you just saw in a previous video. But if you look at this end will not fit a normal outlet. So in that box with miscellaneous stuff, you'll see this adapter. You'll just connect this, plug that into here, and then you can plug this one into a wall. So yeah, this little device will be either here, just already on there, or it'll be in the white box full of miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so a few things in the trailer will require you to have the generators running. Example, the power outlets, or the TV. If you want to run those things, they're not going to run off the battery. You'll need the generator to be running for those things to work. So say you want to use one of those things. You would take the generators and you would place them at a distance from the trailer. It doesn't need to be too far. They're pretty quiet. Now, the TV and the outlets only need one generator to be running. However, two things require both to be running at the same time, and that's the air conditioner and the microwave. So if you want to run the air conditioner or the microwave, both of them have to be running, okay? So here's how you connect them so they can both be running at the same time. This was in your exterior storage. I showed this earlier. And it comes with some cords and a screwdriver, okay? You can see there's 3 cords on each side. And basically, you have these 2 holes, and these exist on both generators. They're called, they say it on their parallel operation outlets. You put the red one on the right side. I remember red right, okay? And then you put the black one on the left side. And this is your ground, and this is the most annoying one to put on. But what you do is you unscrew this a little bit, and then you slip that underneath there. Those little pokies are facing out. And then you just tighten it on there, okay? And then you do the same on the other side. So red right, black left, okay? You put it behind there. And then you just take your generator and tighten it up, okay? So now they're ready to use their power together. All you have to do at this point is start them both up. So let me show you how to start the generators. So in order to start a generator, I'm just going to start one, but they both start the same way. The first thing you do is their gas cap has an on switch. So you can see here, if you get above here, you can see here, it's not this one that's pointing the direction, it's this little tiny one. So right now it's pointing at the off button. So you flick that and now it's pointing to on. So now the gas cap will be on. If you forget to do this, it will start up immediately, but it's not going to let air get in here, and then you're not going to get any more gas. Then if you look on the side here, there is a big on and off switch. So you flick that to on. So you flick on, and then finally, here's a choke. So what I recommend, if you're not familiar with chokes, is right now when it's over facing this way, the choke's off. If you want the choke halfway on, it's about there, and if you want it all the way on, it's there. What I recommend is, to start, you don't turn the choke on at all, and you just pull the ripcord like 3 times. And now when it happened to work, and it's running. But let's pretend it didn't work. I would have pulled it 3 times. If it didn't work, I would have turned the choke half on, pulled 3 times. If it didn't work, I would turn the choke all the way on, pull 3 times, and it'll start by then. And once it's started, then you just turn the choke all the way off. So one more thing is this eco throttle. So when you have the eco throttle on, if you look here, there's this little switch called eco throttle. Okay. So I generally leave these on. That basically is going to make a much more quiet generator. It basically uses only the power it needs. So if it needs more power, it pulls more power and it gets louder. But if it doesn't, it quiets down. So I recommend you just leave that on the whole time. The only time you turn it off is if you're doing something that requires a ton of power.
I'm writing my name.
If you're doing something that requires a ton of power and the noise level keeps going up and down and up and down, if that's the case, then turn the eco throttle off. So if you just want to watch TV or charge plug something into a power outlet, something like that, I would just turn this one on. You can have the cords connected, but just turn one of them on. If you want to run the air conditioner or the microwave, you'll start this one, get it running, then you'll come over, you'll start this one, get it running, and then you'll come over to this one, start it, and get it running. And so they'll both be running at the same time. Okay, 2 more things with the generators. Again, to turn them off, you just flick that switch off, and you flick the gas switch off, so you just do the 2 switches off, that'll shut them off. So I apologize, 2 more things. One is, when you're using them, you're gonna have them out and about, but if you're, say you're leaving, and you're taking your vehicle and you're doing some more fun, leaving the trailer alone, don't just leave the generators out. I recommend you just take them and just put them kind of underneath the trailer, like up close to the trailer. Additionally, these have a full cut tank of gas in them. They last a long time. If, for example, you have a long rental or you're using a ton and you find that you run out of gas, in order to refill them, you need to refill them with ethanol-free gasoline. So that's a specific type. You can Google it to find a gas station that provides ethanol-free gasoline. So just make sure you do that before you use it, before you try to refill them. Also, keep them out of, they are rainproof, so you